Missing out on better deals because your negotiation skills aren't sharp? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Today, we're breaking down what negotiation is, its stages, and the key skills that'll help you score the best deals. Stick around to the end, because if you master skill number 1, you're already halfway to winning the negotiation game. So let's jump in. What is negotiation? Negotiation is basically a conversation where two or more people with different opinions try to find a solution that works for everyone. It's all about giving and taking. You offer something and are open to getting something in return. The key is to keep it respectful and aim for a win-win outcome, where everyone feels good about the results. A great negotiation happens when you're willing to make small compromises, while making sure the other person also gets what matters to them. Lee Thompson, in her book, The Mind and Heart of the Negotiator, describes negotiation as a way people make decisions together when they can't do it alone. Similarly, Max H. Bazerman and Don A. Moore, in Judgment in Managerial Decision-Making, says negotiation happens when different parties, with their own preferences, need to agree on something. At the end of the day, negotiation is about finding common ground instead of arguing endlessly. It can happen in everyday life, at work, or even on a global scale. Since it's a step-by-step process, understanding those steps, aka stages, can help you become a better negotiator and make things go smoothly. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, preparation. Preparing for a negotiation is like planning for a big game. It's all about the groundwork. Don't just focus on the meeting itself. The behind-the-scenes prep is where the real magic happens. Start by gathering all the info you need. Research the topic, meet with decision makers in your organization, and brainstorm contingency plans. These steps give you more options and flexibility when it's time to negotiate. Number 2, open discussion. Kicking off a negotiation by sharing information is a great way to set a positive tone for everyone. It gives each side a chance to explain where they stand and lay out their main points from the start. This way, everyone's on the same page and can work together toward a solution with a clear understanding of what's important to each party. It helps make the whole process smoother and more productive. Number 3, bargaining. Once everyone's had their say, it's time to roll up your sleeves and start bargaining. The key here is to really listen to the other side, no eye-rolling or interrupting. Successful negotiations are all about giving a little and taking a little. It's way more effective to work together like teammates than to go head-to-head like rivals. Remember, you're both trying to reach a solution, not just win a battle. Number 4, closing the deal. Once both sides are happy, it's time to wrap things up. This could mean a verbal agreement or a written contract that spells out what everyone's responsible for. And hey, it's there to back you up if someone forgets their part. On the flip side, if you've both worked together to create some value, you might just strike a deal that feels like a win for everyone. Number 5, learning from your experience. The final step in any negotiation is often skipped, but is actually super important. Reflecting on how things went. What went great? What was a bit of a mess? And how do you feel about the outcome? Every negotiation is different. There are always new people, new situations, and fresh twists. Taking a moment to reflect helps you learn more about yourself as a negotiator and gives you some extra tips for next time. Think of it as a mini post-game analysis to level up your skills for the next round. Skills of negotiation. Understanding negotiation stages helps, but it's your skills that make the real difference. Let's sharpen those skills and become a pro at getting what you want. Starting off with number 8, communication with active listening. Communication is key to success, especially when it comes to negotiations, and if you're actively listening, you're halfway to solving the problem. Active listening isn't just about hearing someone talk. It's about really understanding what they're saying. It's like being a detective, asking questions, paraphrasing, and giving feedback show you're trying to see things from their side. Unlike passive listening, where you nod along but forget everything 5 minutes later, active listening lets you keep track of all the important details without needing a replay. Plus, it helps build trust and empathy, making even the toughest talks a bit less awkward. Number 7, decision making. Being able to make decisions is pretty much the backbone of negotiating, whether at work or in life. Most negotiations boil down to making that final decision by the end of the chat. Great negotiators don't just talk, they make quick, smart decisions that can steer the outcome in the right direction. And that's a win for everyone, especially the business. After all, swift decision-making is the key to locking in those positive results, because no one likes a never-ending back and forth. Number 6. Emotional intelligence. Whether we like it or not, emotions play a part in negotiations. And guess what? You can totally use them to your advantage. Positive emotions can help build trust around the table, and even if you're feeling nervous, you can turn that anxiety into excitement. To really nail it, you need emotional intelligence. Once you can read the other person's feelings, negotiation becomes way easier. Emotional smarts let you pick up on the unspoken stuff and keep your own emotions in check too. If things start feeling off, don't be afraid to ask for a break. A little emotional rest can help both sides come back with fresh perspectives and maybe a little less stress. Number 5. Planning. Nothing's ever successful without a solid plan, and negotiations are no exception. You need to know what you want and how to get there. Think about your dream outcome, your meh offer, and what you'll do if things go south. Planning ahead is crucial. Trust me, you don't want to wing it. The best negotiators always come with at least one backup plan, but having more options is like having extra snacks, always a good idea. Be ready for all the what-ifs, and you'll be prepared to handle anything that comes your way. Number 4. Adaptability. No matter how much you plan, you can't prepare for every curveball a negotiation might throw at you. That's why being adaptable is such an important skill. Great negotiators know how to stay sharp and adjust on the fly when things don't go as expected. They're ready to handle changes and can tweak their expectations or demands to fit the new situation. Flexibility isn't just helpful, it's what keeps the negotiation moving smoothly, even when the unexpected happens. Number 3. Create value. Value creation is a game changer in negotiations. Imagine everyone fighting over the biggest slice of pie, but that just makes someone else's slice smaller. Instead, why not grow the pie so everyone gets more? It's a smarter move. You'll create extra value and build trust and goodwill for the future. Plus, it feels way better to leave the table with everyone happy and ready to team up again. Bigger pie, better vibes. It's a win for all. Persuasion. The art of persuasion is a must-have for any negotiator. It's all about showing why your idea is a win for everyone and getting others to see it your way, without being pushy, of course. Want to level up your skills? Watch how people at work interact. Steal their best moves and leave the rest. And don't forget, being assertive is just as important as being charming. It's all about speaking your mind confidently while still playing nice with the other side. Number 2. Asking the right questions. One of the most powerful skills in negotiation is knowing how to ask questions, whether in business or life. During a negotiation, asking the right questions not only shows you know your stuff, but also clears up any confusion. Great negotiators ask questions that others might not have even considered. To do this, they make sure they fully understand the topic and do their homework beforehand. It's all about digging deeper, staying focused, and keeping the conversation clear and productive for everyone involved. Number 1. Patience. Now, here's the most important skill in negotiations. Whether you're a newbie or a pro, patience. Let's face it, negotiations rarely wrap up in 5 minutes. It's all about taking the time to find a solution that works for everyone. There might be some tough cookies along the way, making it feel like you'll never reach an agreement. But if you can stay calm and patient, it shows you're committed to finding a common ground. Trust the process, and you'll be one step closer to getting what you want. So whether you're negotiating at work or in daily life, it's all about understanding the process, honing key skills, and staying patient. It's not just about getting what you want, but creating value, building trust, and working together toward win-win outcomes. So keep practicing, and before you know it, you'll be negotiating like a pro. And with that, we'll wrap up today's video. If you're ready to master life, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you in the next one.